quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce. But more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Rose into the front court. Down a bundle to Covington. Beyond the arc for three. Hauled in by James. Baseline drive. LeBron James. This guy hasn't missed. He's made every shot so far. Timberwolves have the basketball. Rose. Knocked loose. Rose. Add 2 points to the board.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
LeBron guarded by Derrick Rose. Gets it in the right corner. To the rim, lays it up and in.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, that's easy money.
Knocks it down from mid-range. LBJ. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's how you quarter. 3 more left to go, but you set the momentum for the second.
Knocked loose. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves. Off the assist. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in game number 2. Jay and I return in a moment. You're tuned into the Western Conference semifinals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Minnesota with the basketball. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Flushes it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. It'll stay with the T-Wolves. Covington. Lakers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And finishes strong.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Teague with the basketball. His guys down big. And McGee there for the rebound. Across the timeline comes James. Looking to make something happen. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Teague trying to finish, but he can't. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Teague with it up top. He'll run the offense. Great dish to set it up. Cleans it up. Offensive board. LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. to Stevenson. Shot won't go. The follow won't go either to James. Kyle Kuzma. Not easy.
You hear a lot of talk about Donovan Mitchell, but Kyle Kuzma is probably one of the biggest surprises in the draft last year. Averaging around 16 points per game and became an all-rookie first team after being drafted 27th overall.
LeBron James, defended by Jeff Teague. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. The drive right to the basket. Derrick Rose. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Minnesota at the controls. That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Wiggins. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Fires the 3. He's got it for 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. LeBron defended by the Canadian Wiggins. And the finish. Slam dunk. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
LBJ with it. Oh, big finish at the rim.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Surprised to say the least. I know I didn't expect LeBron to be back in the 2-1-6. But as we know, we should come to expect the unexpected with him every time.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
And they contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Derrick Rose has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 82%. First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back. Hits his second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. James into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Bob City.
Slam dunk.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block. Man, that was impressive. Time to shuffle things up. T. That's off the side of the rim, short. Oh, emphatic slam.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
T-Wolves with the basketball. T to Taj Gibson. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Taj Gibson at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. And he missed the free throw. Kuzma to James. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
And throws it down. Now whistle as Minnesota's going to take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. T to Wiggins. Runner here won't go. Stuffs it down with authority.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
T to Gibson. Lakers have it. Stuffs it down with authority.
Like my old fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
T. We reached halftime here in Game 2. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Lakers absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
The Timberwolves have the basketball. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Lakers come up with it. Throws it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. T to Taj Gibson. James with the board.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Knocked loose. LeBron James against Andrew Wiggins. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And this kid has a chance to be a Laker great. Went from averaging 9 points his rookie year to 16 in his sophomore campaign. Brandon Ingram is a name that you need to recognize.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. To James. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back
Flush. The smooth, fluid game from Karl Anthony Towns. James picked up by T. Stevenson to James. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Add one more to his total. It's Minnesota basketball. T driving right to the basket. Karl Anthony Towns. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
They get it down to Ingram. To James. It goes down.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Teague with the basketball. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. James. Add 2 points to the board.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right-eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
LeBron picked up by T. Stuffs it down with authority.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands, get in there, strip that ball away.
He throws it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
James. Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
JaVale McGee lobs it up. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Make some changes of his own. Rose on the drive, but it won't go. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Nice pass to get things going.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Derrick Rose, he's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot in.
Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Timberwolves have the basketball. Covington lets it fly from beyond the arc. And he buries it.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
To James. Layup goes down. Well done.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Rose into the front court. His guys down big. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
That misses with 3 seconds left. That ends the third quarter. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
To Wiggins, knocked loose. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. Kuzma to James. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there is a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
They've recovered it. To James. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Rose. From the outside, no good. To Kyle Kuzma. James against the former MVP. Jumper's good.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
LeBron matched up with Wiggins. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Rose into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. And the slam. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. T to Gibson. Trying to cash in. Shot by Gibson. Won't go. James. And a nice finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Fires the three, knocks it down.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
No issues for Kuzma. Hand in his face, he drills it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
T. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Rocking the rim. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Teague with it up top. He'll run the offense to Towns. Rejected by McGee.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on him a little bit.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Wiggins. To Teague. Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of this game. Got it.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Minnesota with the basketball to Wiggins. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Karl Anthony Towns, 3 for 6 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To James. Passed it off. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And that's rebounded by Kuzma.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
James, defended by Jeff Teague. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves. Offensive rebound. Another follow. Stays out. LeBron James has it against the former #1 pick. Deep three at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory. They're going to continue on in these playoffs, heading to the Western Conference Finals. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs. Ice Cold.